Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. It's definitely a white Christmas this year. I'm happy to report that I took delivery of this beautiful Model 3 early December. I think it was December 2nd or 3rd when I officially got it. But I just want to give you guys a quick overview on the small little upgrades that I've done so far in the last couple weeks that I've owned it. So let's get started. So this is my brand new 2021 Tesla Model 3, and this is the long-range version. That's the only version I was going to get. I didn't really care for performance, and the standard range was not something that I was looking for. But I got the car in, like I said, on December 2nd, and I got the pearl white. I'm not the biggest white fan of the color, but this is a pearl white, so under certain sunlight it does have a tiny bit of glisten and pearl like effect, which I thought was pretty cool. But it was the only color that was free, so that's why I got the free one. So when I got the cosmetic updates, the biggest thing was the paint protection, because I've had cars in the past who've got a bunch of rock chips in the past, so paint protection was my #1 priority. So this one has the clear bra, or the PPF, all the way on the front. So starts from the front all the way to the where the door begins on the driver's side and the passenger side. So that would be the full front trunk, or I mean the full front hood, the side fenders, the bumper, the tail lights, and the fog lights, all covered, alongside with the side mirrors. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but there's a tiny little line right across, so wherever they could like fold it into the body, they did, but there are places where they couldn't. And then the other thing was the side doors, or I mean the door edge on all 4 doors. There's a rear deck lid for the trunk as well. So that was priority #1. Priority #2 was the tint. So this is ceramic all the way around. I'm super happy with how it came out. And you probably already noticed the little, I guess, the roof delete. I don't even know what to call it. So we basically blacked out the pillar that runs from the front of the car to the back, and we color coded it, or color matched it to the trim. So on the 2021 models, as you guys already know, the trim is already blacked out, which I was very happy with. But we blacked out the trunk pillar, or roof pillar, or whatever. I can't really speak, it's super cold, I apologize. And we had to put a tiny little bit piece of vinyl right over here so I can color match it to the trim of the car. So to the naked eye, when you're looking at it from the profile view, it kind of looks like a little swoop. I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't have to get the roof glass tinted. It already came pretty heavily tinted from the factory. I was kind of surprised, but got this ceramic done. And then the back, this was probably the biggest piece. They told me that they had to put on most average sedan cars. Very happy. Oh, and then this being 2021 model, gotta have the electric trunk release. There's a little button right there. Pretty cool. And then oh, the badges. Probably some of you may have noticed, but I debadged the whole thing. I didn't really like the chrome. It looked very plasticky, cheap, and it was when they gave it back to me. But all the emblems are taken off, so the front T, the back T, the dual motor sign taken off. And then in the interior, some of the minor upgrades that I did was, the first thing I had to get was all season. Where I live, we definitely get all the weather. This is probably, it's super dirty, I apologize, but this was like $35 or $45. It was very cheap on Amazon. It fits pretty nicely. There were other options, but this one was decently rated. I think it got a 4.5 stars, and it was only like 35 or 45 bucks. Other thing was the upgraded pedals. So these were like additional like $22. Not a bad investment for what they look like. They kind of look like the performance pedals. That one was pretty cool. Got the screen protector for the giant 15-inch, and then also got the little camera cover or webcam cover for the camera in the back or in the front for the interior, and then the all-season mat for the rear passenger as well. The car is super dirty, and obviously I got the white interior with the white on the exterior and the white on the interior. I thought this was a really good combination, especially with the panoramic sunroof. The dash and the door. So, and then yeah, this is a pretty cool trim. It's almost like a satin finish with like glossy Model 3 writing on it. So yeah, super nice. That's my overview of the cosmetic changes on my 2021 Tesla Model 3. Happy customer, good job Elon. And the next part of this video, I'll go over the update that we just received, or I just received this morning. So the screen definitely looks a little bit bigger, and I'll add my initial I guess quick review after this video. But they changed a couple of the buttons. So this camera button and the wiper control was like somewhere over here as like a card or something. I think that's what they call it. The visualization of the Model 3 itself is a lot better. It does kind of have the early 2000s like Gran Turismo feel, like especially when I open the door. It's pretty cool. It is a little choppy on the details for the pixel and all that kind of stuff, but it's definitely better than what they had before. Very happy with that. And then they had some updates on how they rearranged the top of the your main screen cluster, I guess. So if I press the brake, you can see all the lights that came on. And then it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but that's your gear selection now, which was not in that section before. So I put it on drive. If I start driving just a little bit, so they moved the your speed, and then when I start driving, it shows all the autopilot and then the cruise control, all that kind of stuff here instead of kind of all over the place. So they definitely cleaned it up. I wish they had kept the battery logo green. I thought that looked pretty nice, but this kind of looks like it's grayed out. I don't know. I personally don't like it, but yeah, so that's kind of like the overview on this car. All right guys, so looks like it is definitely a white Merry Christmas. This morning I woke up and it looks like they released a new update. So this is the 2020.48.25. I'm still getting acclimated to how Teslas are doing their like updates. I think this is my second update since I've taken delivery of the car. But so let's go through it, I guess. So it looks definitely different. I have never seen my Model 3 facing me, I guess. It's always been kind of in the direction where the car was facing. So this is definitely new. Lock, unlock. I'm guessing that's for the entire car because the sunroof does not open. Front open, and then trunk open, and then the charge port. But the graphics, I don't know if my camera is good enough to see this, but the graphics look pretty decent. They are very choppy like if I had to absolutely nitpick it. But overall everything looks a little bit bigger, honestly, and I actually like that. I know this camera button, this the wiper button was one of the cards that they had used, or one of the cards that was like right above that, and it wasn't part of the main, I guess, home base screen or whatever. But let's go over this, I guess. So this is the 2020.48.25. I'm not sure if this is the latest and the greatest, because Tesla has a thing of releasing certain updates to a certain amount of people and then not to others. I don't know. But so let's see. So release notes improvements. Release notes now include improved browsing and access to view current and previous release notes, tap control software release notes. Okay. So driving visualization improvements. So the instrument cluster has been refreshed. Oh, okay. So I guess I have to take it on a drive now. So the instrument cluster has been refreshed. Autopilot set speed, autopilot availability, and detected speed limit are now displayed next to the driving speed. I see. Okay. Additionally, select items have slightly moved but will continue to look and behave the same. Okay. Scheduled department improvements. So scheduled departure can now precondition your battery and cabin even when your car is unplugged. To account for different utility rate plans, you can now set the time when your off-peak rates ends to save on charging costs. To access, tap schedule from the climate control or charging panel when parked. Oh, okay. Supercharger display. Okay, supercharger display improvements. Supercharger pins on your touchscreens will now display the number of available stalls at the charging sites. I thought I already had this, because on the app, all the nearby superchargers, it showed how many were available. I didn't realize this was something new. Quickly search your nearby amenities by tapping the amenity icon on the supercharger. Okay. And then I guess the last one. So vehicle information. The Tesla T has been removed from the top. Oh yeah. There was a T up there. Has been removed from the top status bar. Tap controls software for the same information. Interesting.